Hello, I'm Michael. Well, as you can probably tell. Just got a Drift HD Stealth for Christmas. HD170 Stealth for Christmas. And well, I figured I might start vlogging because I know a few of my friends at least. I've always wondered what it's like living around here and what my place is like, because I live in France. I moved here about almost 10 years ago when I was 8. So yeah, it's pretty much sort of, well, any vlogs will be pretty much about the life I live in, well, mainly about riding in France. Because you may not think so, but it is very different. People drive differently. Sometimes for the better, but often for the worse, unfortunately. I'm just going to a friend's actually, so it's going to be a relatively short introduction to my videos. And as you can probably hear, I'm riding on a 50cc bike. Another thing that I'm hoping to get across with these videos is that there's a very common misconception that all 50cc riders are absolute pillocks who never respect the law of the roads and are constantly chasing around, making noise, driving stupidly. Stop sign. So I'm just hoping that these videos might actually show that we're not all completely stupid. Though admittedly, as anybody, I make my own mistakes. So I'm riding, it's quite an unusual 50, because it's called an Aprilia Classic. That's sort of one of those chopper style bikes, which is quite nice because it's low to the ground. But it's got really good handling, you can really throw it around a bit, like... There's, come on. There's a, really nice stretch of road down here, which is one of my favourites. I mean, hopefully it won't overrun too much, but I'm going to probably stop this before I get to his house, because I doubt he wants to be on the internet. But yeah, look it up. Aprilia Classic. It's, I can probably see by the shadows. It's, as I said, a sort of cruiser style bike, which means really low centre of gravity, so really manoeuvrable. But yeah, I sort of live in a rather rural part in the middle of France. So, admittedly, this is like just the outskirts of town and stuff, but in a couple of days I'll be riding out to a friend's house along an absolutely beautiful stretch of road for the new year. So I'll try and show you it all. But look, this is something I love about living around here. I'm sorry it's a bit windy, by the way, but nah, it always is here. But something I love about here are these absolutely beautiful views. It really is a lovely part of France. It's in the centre, in the region called the Limousin, where I live. Yeah. And it's winter here. No, it being the 28th today. But it's not the coldest, because the last 2 days when I went out early in the mornings I had about -8 degrees. So yeah, all in all, a bit cold. To be honest, I'm not really sure what to talk about during all these vlogs, but I mean, I'm sure I'll pick up on some things, and I'll definitely be able to get a couple of good shots of people doing daft things. Actually, my camera turned up a couple of days ago. Actually, 2 hours before it arrived, I was riding home from town. A lady pulled out in front of me, almost knocked me off my bike. I had to pretty much get into, almost went off-road into the ditch to avoid her. And it was a real shame, because it was just before my camera turned up as well. So yeah, it's a shame, but from the experience of living here, it won't be the last time. Now coming down to an old watermill next to the river, see? Which I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, and I know from watching other vloggers that do off-road, cameras never do hills justice, but it is a really hilly place around here. Oh, I'm on a fire. But I think it's an absolutely beautiful place to ride, to be honest. As long as you don't mind the cold. I mean, sure, it's not like Canada or something where we get a metre of snow every winter. But, you know, on a good winter we can probably get 10 centimetres, something like that. I don't know. All in all, nice place. I hope you'll I hope you'll enjoy watching it as much as I do riding around it. Yeah, anyway, so I'm getting pretty close to my friend's house now, so I'll probably stop off here, so, because I don't know how willing he is for everybody to know where he lives. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy my future videos. Yeah. Anyway, see you soon.